Hey guys, have you ever seen a product on a nail brand website and just thought to yourself, I've seen this cheaper on another website? So in today's episode, the very first of a series where I am going to be discussing brand versus dupe. Now, this specific episode, our case in point today, the very first video, we're going to be talking about nail tips and whether buying the brand, does it really justify that versus buying a non-brand or at least an unrecognized brand, and see if it's really worth the higher ticket price. Let's find out. So with any business, it is essential for the survival of that business to decrease or at least limit the amount of spending in order to maximize your profits. However, we don't want to cut corners nor offer our clients who are paying their hard-earned money inferior products.
Because quality and profitability do go hand in hand.
So here I have for you two double XL C-curve tip boxes. This one is Kiara Sky, and this one is no brand, probably P-VAT from AliExpress. So right here we have on my left, we have the Kiara Sky C-curve nail tips in square shape, double XL length. And we have the same from P-VAT on AliExpress. And it's the same length, double XL, both were clear, C-curve as far as the curvature of the tips in the front, and the shape is square. So while I was observing the tips, one of the first things that came up is that the Kiara Sky size 3, P-VAT size 3 over here. Jeez. That was difficult. So the P-VAT does not have a well. So meaning this little ditch area right here, Kiara Sky has it. And I've noticed that it's also etched. Meaning this is, it feels a little, I wouldn't say rougher, but it's definitely not as smooth as the rest of the tip. And this is made for, the purpose of this is for a better adhesion to the nail bed, the natural nail. They're both the same length. Technically, maybe the Kiara Sky is a hair longer, but that's okay. I can observe that this one is a little more flexible, is a little more bendy, and the Kiara Sky is a little, it's definitely harder. Also, the P-VAT the P-VAT I've noticed that it's cloudier than the one from Kiara Sky. The one from Kiara Sky is definitely very see-through, but the P-VAT the dupe, is a little more cloudy. Also, the curvatures of the tip itself, they're just about the same. So they're both C. You're not gonna have one that's kinda C-curve and the other one is definitely C-curve, or it's definitely more of a U-curve. We can name a new tip now, U-curve. So definitely they're very consistent. At first glance, these are very similar. We gotta go over the pros of each. Like I said, sturdier, clearer, and you get this bonus etched well, which can be helpful for applications. The P-VAT is just as long, slightly cloudy, but I do like that it does not have a well. Now, the double XL from P-VAT is $5.99. Now, one of the main differences is that with this one, you won't get a tip box. You'll get the tips in 10 individual bags inside of a bigger bag like a Russian doll, okay? So if you don't have any empty ones lying around, you can purchase one online as well, or go to your local nail supplier, and for about $2 or $3, you can get this one. You can get a tip box. But assuming you have a tip box already, I just want to give a quick price comparison. This one is $18. This one is $5.99. We'll just say $6, okay? So technically, you can buy 3 of these for the price of 1 of these. And yes, they're both 500 tips in each box. So straight off the bat, I am gonna say that you're better off purchasing the P-Vadcom, the AliExpress brand, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'll show you guys my right hand. I made it with the P-Vadcom, and I will admit that this is my dominant hand that I did with my non-dominant hand. And it has been a while since I have done my nails myself. So I kind of feel a little rusty. But had it been on my right hand, I think that definitely this set would have been better. Now on my right hand, I use the Kiara Sky tips, the C curve. And here you can see them. And let me compare it to the P-Vadcoms. I feel that it is definitely a bigger bang for your buck to go with the AliExpress ones. Definitely. Just because it is so close to the Kiara Sky brand, and it looks very good, but that was because I took my time with it. It was my right hand, it's my dominant hand, so it's easier for me to do a set than it is on my left hand, even though this doesn't look bad at all. And that's just because if we really look at them, look, they're almost identical. So it's kind of, you would have never guessed that they're 2 different tip brands that have a slightly different structure, meaning like one is cloudy, doesn't have a well. I truly believe that those are minor differences or things that can be overcome. Or do you say overcame? I think it's overcome, right? And I went to college. That's crazy. So in today's episode, we are gonna give it to the AliExpress P-Vadcom brand. And this is just one of the very first, this is the very first brand versus dupe video in the series that I'm going to be doing. I truly hope you enjoyed watching this, and just comment down below what do you think of the video. Also like and subscribe this video because it's going to help my channel. And do comment in the comment section what else would you like for me to do a dupe versus brand video on, because sometimes I come up with things and I forget to write it down, and the idea gets lost. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Kind of didn't like that one, so I'm gonna do it again. Are you overpaying for tips? Hook seam, take 2. For the higher brand, or are you better going off with the dupe? That was a little better. Let me try again. Ding. Okay. Are you overpaying for tips? Hook seam, take 3. Are you overpaying for tips? Hook seam, take 4. Let's find out. I was a little better, but try again. Are you overpaying for tips? Hook seam, take 5. Tired of this. I'm a terrible winker. Like, I can't wink. Like, let me see. Let me see if I see a fine guy. I'll be like, he's probably gonna be like, what's wrong with your eye? That's why I'm single.